Hi, let's start today's editorial. Bond supremacy, parliamentary sovereignty isn't undone by the basic structure doctrine. It is fairly well known that parliamentary legislation is subject to two limitations under the Constitution of India. One is by judicial review or the power of constitutional courts to review legislation for possible violation of any fundamental right. Another is that no amendment to the Constitution should have the effect of destroying any of its basic features, while the first limitation is set out in Article 13, under which laws inconsistent with or in derogation of fundamental rights and are void. The second limitation is based on the basic structure doctrine evolved by the Supreme Court. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar's remark questioning the basic structure doctrine propounded in the landmark Keshwanand Bharati case 1973 does not reflect the correct position of law. In his view, the basic structure doctrine has subverted parliamentary sovereignty and goes against the democratic imperative that the elected legislature should reign supreme. His particular concern seems justified that the Supreme Court prevented the National Judicial Appointments Commission, a body to appoint judges to the superior courts in the country, from coming into existence by striking down the relevant amendment to the Constitution and a parliamentary law to give effect to it. But it is difficult not to see his attack on the basic structure doctrine as part of the current dispensation's trade against the judiciary and its grievance that it does not have enough say in the appointment of judges. The idea that the basic structure doctrine undermines parliamentary sovereignty is simply wrong. Parliament is sovereign in its domain, but it is still bound by the limitations imposed by the Constitution. Mr. Dhankar seems to have a problem with any sort of limitation on Parliament's jurisdiction to amend the Constitution. Surely he could not have forgotten that the basic structure doctrine had helped save the Constitution from being undermined through the misuse of parliamentary majority. The main purpose of the doctrine is to ensure that some fundamental features of the Constitution are not legislated out of existence. It has been evoked to strike down amendments only in few cases, but many others have survived. Basic structure challenges parliamentary majority in transient but essential features of the Constitution, such as the rule of law, parliamentary form of government, separation of powers, the idea of equality, and free and fair elections ought to be the permanently protected from legislative access. It may be open to a new constituent assembly to come up with another constitution that changes these fundamental concepts, but a legislature formed under the current constitution cannot be allowed to change its core identity. Thank you very much, and let's comment on the comment section. Let's do together. Thank you.